And the first question is not about right backs. No, potentially right wingers or left wingers, wherever you want to put them. Chucky Lozano, Mao. What to do with Chucky Lozano? Some suggesting his time with El Tri could be nearing an end. What do you say?
I agree. For a long time, it felt like he was untouchable, right? If you wanted to name Mexico's starting 11, sometimes you would start with Hirving Lozano, especially the last years in Italy, even though he wasn't as productive as he was at PSV in his first stint. Now, if you go back and check his record as a national team player, after that goal against Germany in 2018, he hasn't really been that game changer that you would expect from his position. I know he's played for PSV. He doesn't seem that motivated. I don't know. There's something about Lozano this season that is not the same guy. Not only in terms of production, but confidence. He's lacking that confidence. He's lacking that explosion that you need from a winger like his case. So, and there are several players that can take his spot. Julián Quiñones playing as a winger again. El Piojo Alvarado, who's had an amazing season with Cruz Azul. Even Uriel Antuna has been playing great, and I meant for Chivas in Roberto Alvarado's case. So I think this is maybe the time for Jimmy Lozano to take a good look at Hirving Lozano and say, listen, maybe his best days are already behind him. It's time to give someone else a chance to become the starter at that position.
Go back to the tape that we saw at the beginning of the show of Pepe scoring.
Goal. Yeah, Pepe,
Yeah, and the ball central. 5 years ago, not even a question.
No.
Chucky brings that ball down and slams it into the open net. It's not clicking at the moment.
Did it twice, that same sequence.
Yeah, it's not clicking at the moment.
I know there's an argument for other players. I know you love Uriel Antuna. But this is more
the numbers
really...
speak for themselves.
Yeah, they do. Those numbers should carry an asterisk because most of those goals are against terrible competition. They're from like 2019.
Chucky would love to have those numbers today.
Yeah, he would. He would love to have him. I think I would look at the fact that he played in the Champions League and made a massive impact, 10 days ago in 45 minutes, and say, who else in this Mexican pool is capable of that? Who else?
So,
because you're pointing to guys who have, like, okay stats, but no, who? Antuna has locked down a spot. Alvarado has locked down a spot. Those guys are convincing.
Hold on really quick. So 4 days ago, our last show in Kansas City, you were asking me why Peter Bosch didn't start Chucky Lozano.
And you know who else was asking himself that? Peter Bosch at halftime when he put Chucky Lozano.
Let me just... Peter Bosch, who saw Chucky Lozano for the previous 7 games do nothing, 0 goals, 0 assists, and you're asking why he didn't start him in that game. Now you're asking me...
Does where you play matter?
Hold on. Now you're asking me if Chucky Lozano has a future going forward with the Mexican national team. Oh, my, how the turntables. What I'm trying to say here is, Seb, there's a reason for this. Chucky Lozano, we like to hang on to the past. And Chucky Lozano, the best part of Chucky Lozano was 2018. It was how he made fans feel in Russia against Germany, that grand-esque moment. But today, if I were to give Sebastian Salazar $1 million to pick 2 wingers that will score a goal
for Mexico
against Panama, what 2 wingers are you going for? What 2 wingers are you going with?
I would bet on Chucky and Quiñones.
You would bet on Chucky and Quiñones?
Yep, I would bet on Chucky and Quiñones.
Based on what?
Based on the fact that I just watched Chucky Lozano play in Champions League, hit the post in a Champions League knockout round game. I know he's quality.
Who would you take?
First of all, Seb, you know I love you. That's number one.
So
I tend to agree more with you than Eric.
We have no Mexican players in Europe. It's all that we ever talk about in this game. We got one guy in the knockout round of Champions League currently, and you guys are not ready. You guys aren't even talking about starting him. We're talking about his era over with the national team.
If your only argument is because he's
in Europe. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's over.
But that's not enough.
I'm not saying it's over.
It's just, it's coming to an end. It's not over yet.
Yeah.
It's not over yet, but maybe his time as a safe starter,
there you go,
it's over, right? He needs to prove himself a little better than other players.
Why is it Raul Jimenez doesn't get this pass, but Chucky Lozano does? Why is it Raul Jimenez, when he's in the Premier League and playing day in, day out, doesn't get this pass, but you're giving Chucky Lozano this pass?
But it's not even that. It's not only that he plays in Europe.
There's way better options with Raul Jimenez. That's why.
But the majority of the goals...
Raul Jimenez couldn't move for a year.
Right now, there are better options for 2 years.
Time out. The majority of goals that have been scored from the Mexican national team have come from those winger positions, whether Uriel Antuna or elsewhere. And that's
even Orbelín Pineda.
In Orbelín Pineda.
Yeah.
Now,
so there's goals in that position, is what you're telling me. Great.
Yeah, but not from Chucky Lozano. But not from Chucky Lozano. That's the big problem.
You don't think he has goals in him at all?
Well, he's not proven in 5 years.
Right now, I have my doubts. So I would trust right now more Julián Quiñones and Orbelín Pineda as my wingers for the national team. Yes. Yes.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, you keep bypassing.
You wouldn't pick Orbelín Pineda over Chucky Lozano right now?
Over Uriel Antuna?
Chucky Lozano. You know, I already said Uriel Antuna is in good form. Alvarado is in good form.
No, I think Orbelín's a central player in.
Not with the national team. Sometimes he does start as a winger.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I think if you're going to have a guy who already works centrally, like Julián Quiñones, who comes in centrally off the left-hand side on his right foot, I wouldn't go back to that.
But you're not starting Chucky.
I didn't say I'm not starting Chucky.
So why? Wait, I'm not going to jump on you.
That's not the question.
So let me ask you this. Why would you start Chucky if you're saying you might start?
For lack of someone else seems to be the only answer.
Because he's got some quality,
because he's not performing at the level that
Chucky
era. If there was guys scoring everywhere, Chucky would have no argument.
Let me ask you a question. The Chucky era,
form.
correct. It's exactly what I'm getting at. The Chucky era with the Mexican national team is not can you play. It's are you the number one guy?
The it
There's
guy,
no
the guy you build the attack.
Are you fit? You're starting.
Yes.
Yeah.